So once again, good morning everyone, and welcome to the second day of TIPNG's Election Seminar, hosted by Transparency International PNG with the support from DFAT through the PNG Oz partnership. My name is Arianne and I lead the team at TIPNG. Just a few housekeeping rules before we start. For participants that are here at the venue, the toilets are on the left as you walk out and past the restaurants. If there is an emergency and we need to evacuate, please exit down the stairs and follow the instructions of the fire marshals. I ask that all phones be put on silent during the sessions. And again, we do have a number of people taking photos today, so if you do not want to be in any of the pictures, please let our colleagues know so they can try as much as possible to avoid you and taking pictures today. There is a live stream of the Zoom sessions as well, so that just for those in the room to note. For participants that are on Zoom, I welcome each and every one of you to this session for day 2, and thank you for making the time to join us virtually for this morning's opening session. If you are posting about the seminar on social media, please tag our social media handles and use the hashtag TIPNG Elections. So again, thank you all for showing your commitment to promoting elections integrity through transparency, through your attendance here today. I'd like to first start by acknowledging the following individuals who are here in the room with us this morning. First of all, the Deputy Ombudsman, Mr. Kevin Kepore, and the Deputy Secretary for the Department of National Planning and Monitoring, Mr. Michael Kumung. I extend a welcome to our partners in the development space and donor partners. And I acknowledge our friends in the media, from the media that are here with us. I want to also acknowledge the university students that have joined us from UPNG. And of course, our Highlands Regional Coordinator who flew in from Goroka to join us at this seminar, Mr. Alois Ralai. And the TI Pacific Coordinator who joined us from Fiji for this seminar as well, Losana. So yesterday, day 1 of the seminar was really focused on our key findings for TIPNG's election observation report, but also hearing from the observations of the Australian National University, National Research Institute, and the Integrity of Political Parties and Candidates Commission. TIPNG, in launching its 2022 election observation report, highlighted political, administrative, social, and governance issues, while also providing an overall assessment of the 2022 national general elections. The presentation covered specific recommendations to the Parliamentary Committee, PNG Electoral Commission, and the IDEC, which is the Interdepartmental Elections Committee. I acknowledge the 340 election observers that gave their time to observe the conduct of polling in their communities using the survey documents produced by TIPNG to help strengthen the integrity of the election process. In responding to the report yesterday, the Electoral Commissioner gave a presentation on PNG EC's achievements, challenges, and the way forward following the 2022 national general elections. The Electoral Commission faced significant issues with the late receipt of funding, roll update delays, the addition of 7 new electorates, resourcing, and capacity. The EC yesterday reported 102 petitions received to date. The chairman of the Special Parliamentary Committee, in accepting the report, acknowledged that a lot had gone wrong and that the continuous deterioration of the electoral process was just unacceptable. A lot more work was required to restore public confidence and trust, not just in the electoral process, but in the whole of the government system as well. The Australian National University is still in the process of analyzing its data, but initial data shared indicated that things were remarkably worse. The presentation highlighted that the 2022 national general elections differed from past elections by way or to the extent to which how voting was controlled. This varied from controlled by candidates, controlled by political parties, controlled by supporters, and private security. Again, the 2022 national general election witnessed further deterioration in the electoral environments. The National Research Institute was limited in their observation, observing in all provinces in the Highlands region except for Hela province. The presentation highlighted their observations during the campaign period, ranging from campaign houses, use of social media, to money politics, and the use of clan and family ties. The shifting of polling dates, the electoral roll issues, and the lack of polling materials such as ballot papers and indelible ink also caused considerable issues in the Highlands. The Integrity of Political Parties and Candidates Commission presentation and observations focused on political parties and women candidates. IPPCC spoke on the proposed changes to OLIPAC, particularly legislating women participation through political parties. We heard yesterday that 52 political parties contested in this election, and as of yesterday, 54 political parties are registered here in PNG. Other key issues raised by IPPCC included key appointments so close to the date of issue of writs. Appointments such as provincial police commanders, returning officers, assistant returning officers. It was also noted that there was a need to revisit the work that's been done previously by CLRC in 2019 on the review of the organic law on the national and local level government elections, and to increase funding in awareness on political parties. The 2022 national general elections had significant legal and administrative issues, and has continued the trend of diminished trust in the integrity in these key institutional process. We at TIPNG welcome the establishment of the Special Parliamentary Committee on Elections, and we will support its efforts to reform and restore public confidence. These reforms must uphold the constitutional standard of the elections in PNG and should protect the integrity of the Electoral Commission as a constitutional office. So where to from here? Day 2 is really geared towards discussions around transparency and integrity initiatives. The first panel will discuss how information dissemination during the elections could be improved so that it is timely, accurate, and accessible. The second panel will discuss how the development and adherence of electoral processes can be strengthened for accountability. We will then close with remarks from the chair of the Interdepartmental Elections Committee, Mr. Ivan Pomelo, and finally, closing remarks from the chair of TIPNG, Mr. Peter Aitsi. So as you've heard, today is focused on how we move forward, how we look forward to improving 2027 national general elections, and we are privileged to have 2 panels on today to help kickstart that discussion for us.